You're about to discover why 99% of people never achieve their goals, never get in shape, and never build the life they want. And it all starts with one seemingly innocent habit that's destroying your brain without you even realizing it. You're not just wasting time on your phone. You're watching your goals, your focus, and your future quietly slip away. Social media isn't just a distraction. It's a trap rewiring your brain, killing your discipline, and making you feel like you're falling behind in life. If you don't take control now, another year will pass, and you'll still be stuck, scrolling through someone else's dream while yours dies. A 23-year-old guy sits on his couch at 2 a.m., phone glowing in his face, mindlessly scrolling through Instagram. He's been just checking for 5 minutes for the past 3 hours. His gym bag sits untouched by the door. His business plan remains unfinished on his laptop. The book he promised to read collects dust on his nightstand. He watches fitness influencers with perfect bodies, entrepreneurs flashing their Lamborghinis, and travel bloggers living their best life in Bali. With each swipe, he feels smaller, lazier, more inadequate. His inner voice whispers, "You're behind, you're not good enough. Look at what everyone else is achieving while you're stuck here." This cycle had been destroying him for months. Every morning he'd wake up with ambitious plans, hit the gym, work on his side business, read for 30 minutes, meal prep for the week. But by 9 a.m., he was already 2 hours deep in his phone, comparing his real life to everyone else's highlight reel. The dopamine hit from each like, comment, and story view had rewired his brain. He couldn't focus for more than 10 minutes without reaching for his phone. His attention span had shrunk to that of a goldfish. His motivation to work toward long-term goals had vanished because social media gave him instant gratification without any real effort. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. You're part of a generation that's been hijacked by the most addictive technology ever created. Here's what the research reveals. College-wide access to Facebook led to an increase in severe depression by 7% and anxiety disorder by 20%. Problematic social media use among adolescents has increased from 7% in 2018 to 11% in 2022. But the mental health crisis is just the tip of the iceberg. Social media is systematically destroying 4 pillars of a successful life. Lot 1. Your fitness goals. Every time you scroll through fitness content, you're not getting fitter, you're getting more discouraged. Social media use may increase feelings of anxiety and depression, specifically in teens and young adults. You spend more time watching workout videos than actually working out. You compare your day 1 to someone else's day 1,000. The result? You quit before you even start. 2. Your life direction social media creates what I call shiny object syndrome. You see someone making money dropshipping, so you abandon your current path. Next week, you see someone getting rich from crypto, so you jump ship again. Up to 95% of young people aged 13 to 17 report using a social media platform. And they're all getting distracted from their real purpose by the endless parade of opportunities. 3. Your goal-setting ability. When everything is instant, instant likes, instant entertainment, instant validation, your brain forgets how to work toward long-term goals. You lose the ability to delay gratification. Why work for 6 months to build something when you can get dopamine hits every 30 seconds by refreshing your feed? 4. Your disciplined social media has a reinforcing nature. Using it activates the brain's reward center by releasing dopamine. Each notification trains your brain to seek instant rewards. Your discipline muscle atrophies because you're constantly choosing the easy path over the hard one. Social media companies employ teams of neuroscientists and behavioral psychologists to make their platforms as addictive as possible. When the outcome is unpredictable, the behavior is more likely to repeat. Think of a slot machine. That's exactly what your phone has become, a slot machine in your pocket. Every time you check it, you might get a hit of dopamine from a like, comment, or message. Or you might get nothing. This unpredictable reward schedule is the most powerful way to create addiction. They've designed it to interrupt your flow state, destroy your attention span, and keep you coming back for more. More time spent using social media is also associated with greater symptoms of anxiety. Here's the brutal reality. You're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. That fitness influencer didn't post about their bad genetics, steroid use, or professional lighting. That entrepreneur didn't share their 50 failed businesses or their trust fund. The researchers posit that social comparison with peers is behind those results. You're measuring your worth against carefully curated lies, and it's destroying your self-esteem and motivation. While you're scrolling, here's what you're actually losing: your peak performance hours. The first 2 hours after waking up are when your brain is most focused and creative. If you spend them scrolling, you've wasted your most valuable mental real estate. Your deep work ability. Studies link social media use to poor sleep, memory issues, and academic struggles. You're literally rewiring your brain to crave distraction over focus. Your real relationships. Many benefits of social media were cited, including increased self-esteem and opportunities for self-disclosure. Yet, reported negative effects were an increased exposure to harm, social isolation, depressive symptoms, and bullying. Your authentic self. You start living for the gram instead of living for yourself. You choose experiences based on how they'll look online rather than how they'll make you feel. Remember our 23-year-old? One night, after another 4-hour scroll session, he looked at his reflection in his black phone screen and felt disgusted. He realized he'd been living someone else's life through a screen while his actual life was falling apart. That's when he made a decision that changed everything. Instead of opening social media the next morning, he did something radical. He deleted Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter from his phone. Not deactivated, deleted. He replaced his morning scroll with a morning walk. He swapped his comparison trap for a fitness plan. He traded other people's highlight reels for his own goals. Within 1 week, something miraculous happened. His attention span started recovering. He could read for 30 minutes without getting distracted. He actually finished his workouts instead of scrolling through fitness content. Within 1 month, he'd lost 8 pounds, finished 2 books, and made real progress on his business. A study of 143 undergraduates randomly assigned to 2 groups. The first set was asked to limit Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat to 10 minutes per platform per day, while the second was asked to continue to use their social media as usual for 3 weeks. The limited group showed significant reductions in loneliness and depression. Your choice today. You're at a crossroads right now. You can continue the scroll, compare, despair cycle that's keeping you mediocre, or you can choose the path that leads to the life you actually want. Here's your first step. For the next 7 days, replace your morning social media habit with one real action toward your goals. Instead of scrolling through gym content, actually go to the gym. Instead of watching productivity videos, actually work on your project. Instead of consuming other people's dreams, start building your own. Social media isn't just stealing your time. It's stealing your life. Every minute you spend watching someone else live their dreams is a minute you're not spending creating your own. At a moment when we are experiencing a national youth mental health crisis, now is the time to act swiftly and decisively. The platforms will keep evolving, getting more addictive, more distracting, more destructive. But you have the power to choose differently. Your future self is counting on the decision you make right now. Will you continue letting social media dictate your life? Or will you take back control and start building the life you actually want? The clock is ticking. Your real life is waiting. But it won't wait forever. Turn off your phone, put it in another room. Take the first step toward one of your real goals. Your future self will thank you. Stop scrolling, start living. You have one life to live. You can spend it watching other people live theirs, or you can start creating your own masterpiece. The choice is yours.